Sitting here in the garden with John Beaudry landscape design and LASD studio, and originally we want to create John a really inspirational environment with a very free flow of energy in this garden. And I think the concept that we come up finally is amazing. I personally really enjoy it, and I hope that everybody who works and been working involved in this whole process is very um, enjoying this as well. So, John, how was it for you to install this garden? How is that? Can you share your process?
Well, it was great. It was a little bit of a departure from what we usually do. Usually things are a little bit more structured, and in this case, we wanted to, like Yura said, a little bit more naturalistic and what's the word you used? Relaxed.
Relaxed, yeah.
So we didn't use edging in places for the path, and the client was very receptive to our ideas, and they moved here from was it
in New York, or was that?
the East Coast, so it's a completely new and different environment for them and different plants, and they're very excited to see the kind of low water landscape that that's adapted to using plants that are adapted to this climate. So
yeah, that's great. How was the process of working with a client, and did they participate?
The clients are always very actively engaged in our design process, because we initially come up with a concept, we present it to them, and they give us feedback, and we adjust the concept based on their feedback. And then I always say the design is never finished until it's completely built. And a garden, an architect builds a building and it begins to decay, and a landscape architect designs a garden and it begins to evolve. So we're always looking at like how it's going to look in 5, 10, and 20 years. And clients were very receptive to all of our ideas, and they also had input on what fruit trees they wanted to have in their garden, what colors they want to have. So clients play a huge part in our process.
Yeah, so talking a little bit about restoring of wildlife and local flora and fauna, what do you think about this project, and where do you come up finally, all of us? What do you think is the best from it?
Well, there's a lot of discussion around whether it's important to use native plants or climate adapted plants, and what are the right plants to use. This is not a purely native garden, but it's a garden full of climate adapted plants, so we draw from Mediterranean climates around the world. It includes the west coast of Chile, the whole Mediterranean, the southern tip of Africa, and the east coast of Australia and New Zealand. All those plants are adapted to the same kind of what we call a summer dry climate, where it's dry all summer and it rains in the winter. And using plants like this, a lot of the native flora are actually, fauna are actually adapted to being able to live and utilize these plants.
Just being here, guys, I also noticed that the garden is really alive today, although it's very new, John, right? But we already have a lot of butterflies here. We have a lot of birds. It's alive. It's not just a hardscape, not a dead landscape, but we really plan something for the future, for not only for these people, but also for something much bigger. I think our mission is more like healing the energy of Earth as well, and not only thinking about making some hardscape, all that, but also thinking about local flora and fauna, and that's simply amazing. So thank you so much, John, for working on this project. And there's been a very big process for us. In this project we've been working with Kimberly Alexander. She made a planting plan. From a LASD studio we make a whole concept, and then John Beaudry landscape design with the whole crew been working so hard to install this amazing garden.
And in the end, what we have is an outdoor living spaces that allow our clients to come home from their busy days and be out and experience the restorative benefits of the natural environment. Like Yura said, butterflies, hummingbirds, the breeze, some shade, plants that you can eat from your own backyard.
Yeah, Also, if you noticed, we didn't have any strict form in this garden, as you say, John. And the intention of that we want to have a energy freely moving through the site. So we don't have anything restrictable to the brain, to the owners of this property and this house. So when they come home, they're more relaxed and they're more calm down from a busy day. So thank you very much, John,
Thank
for
you,
this opportunity working with you. It was amazing. I'm so happy.
Yes.
Thank you.